Be me. After school. Foggy but dry. Waiting for bus at train station, Horsens, to get home. It's winter so it's dark at like 16 to 17. Here's someone telling me to be careful in the future. Older man. Never saw him approach. Had a cane with and was wearing a tan jacket. His left eye was weird. Man walks off towards train station 7-Eleven. I look away for a split second. The man has now disappeared. Another story. Was in Italy on vacation. Monte, Cuneo area. Alba Ostidogli. Anyone of those been to Italy several times can't remember which town it was. Large estate, old furniture and a tower. Pig farm nearby, noise at all hours. Lots of crickets. See widowers on the road on the way there. Fields of wine up and downhill as far as the eye can see. Mountains in the distance. Saw a small red van thingy three-wheeled drive into the driveway of a castle. Anyways. Me and my brother are staying in the tower. Wake up in the living room in the middle of the night. This is on the second story. Had been watching Nosferatu while staying there cause I like old movies. Look outside, impenetrable darkness. Go outside, door to tower is locked. Wake up, parents have tower door unlocked. I in the slept room at the top of the tower. Be me. Play DJ Max. Go into flow state. Finish the song. Flow state not over. Whole world is like a rhythm game. Start rhyming in tandem with two entities. Experience the Holy Trinity, I guess. I feel the entire universe spin like a storm around me. Am I touching God? I'm blind, I can't see shit. Fall off chair and die. im_fucking_dead_lmao.jpg. Suddenly come back. Have to fight a demon over control of my body. Feel like him infinitely turning inside out. Spinning like a fucking tumbleweed. Convulsing and vomiting brown substance. Space around me is like a tin can that's getting crushed. Everything stops. Broke some bones but I'm okay. Pike roll. Help please. Can you explain this to me? What just happened? Hey/x/all/out ISD here. I recently had a strange experience deep in the backcountry in the islands of Vermont. Be me, retard who never grew out of playing in the woods. Have good social life but suffer social burnout and like to kick back with a couple of beers or some liquor in the woods and have time to process my thoughts. Had a really stressful day at work so I decide to go/out/ for a little solo trip. Buddy drives me to an abandoned campground in North Hero, Vermont, been abandoned for roughly a decade now. All that remains is a few fire pits and some clearings. The local cop occasionally drives by since it's a hotbed for local hooligans smoking reefer and touching butts. There is a ranger station that is only manned temporarily during the summer months for conservation purposes. We walk together for a good mile into the woods and I set up my hammock, pictures of it. For one of you retards say it's too tight. I know, I loosened it before going to bed. Whip out the old bush axe and start cutting dead growth for firewood. Light a small fire, I brew some coffee and cook some rice and sausage. At this point it was 6-7 and it was starting to get late so my buddy decides it's time to head back home since he works at 5 a.m. the following day. Thanks me for the coffee and the dinner and hikes back to the car. Start getting cozy, I play a YouTube video and sit in my little foldable chair and sip from my hip flask. Fuck yeah, this is what camping's about, warm fire, comfy sleeping arrangements, and nothing but my thoughts and the trees around me. Throw on some large pieces of dead wood and curl up in my sleeping bag. Carried by a gentle breeze and the wind whispering between the trees I drift to sleep. PT. I'll contribute, not the best story but I haven't thought about it in a while and for whatever reason this thread reminded me of it. Be me, young, maybe 7 to 9, memories a bit hazy. Was leaving my sister's room on 2nd floor. I was bugging her about something random/hanging out. Begin walking down the stairs. Hear a scream from her room, loud. Like bloody murder. This was before phones were big and she had no such thing or computer in the room. Plus I could hear it vibrate through the walls like an actual scream. Kinda scared but like fuck that's my sister, so I sprint back up and slam through the door like a tight end through a punter. Ask her WTF was a lot. Like what the hell dude? I should reiterate this wasn't like a speed excited scream or a high-pitched whoop, it was a genuine scream of terror. She said she didn't make any such noise. Denies hearing it. No one else in the house really heard it either. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just nuts. But I have some other stories from the house too, I could share if anyone's interested. Be me in 2021. All people believe the funny picture box in their home that there is a deadly pandemic going on. Literally nobody is dying though. Everyone panics and takes the latest gene modification pharmaceutical without second thought. Witch hunt anyone that doesn't want to be injected with mystery juice. Even line up for a booster every few months or so. This is fine somehow. People start to die suddenly and unsuspected. Bro, those demons are just in your head. Come hit the blunt and keep your mind open bro, peace. I can't believe I have to deal with this shit so soon after all this happened. Be me. I'm like 9 or 10. Sitting on bed, window open. Reading something on phone. Everything goes completely silent. A fucking choir singing in either Latin or Gaelic outside my house. There is no one outside. Choir stops. Ignore it and goes back to reading. Huh. Explain? Be me. Imagine winning in a competition. Imagine seeing people congratulating me. Believe it as a past tense thing. Just go with the flow. The opposite then happens where I lose in the competition. Feel infuriated that I imagine my end goal and believing it was done. Dissatisfaction. What gives though? Be me. Muchacho in Mexico. Tequila. Un tamale por favor señor. Muchas gracias. I play the maracas. Muy caliente. That was my story.